A couple of spring training returns and an NBA return? For me? Coming up. Hello again, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me as always. My name is Troy Rutter, aka TTM Troy, and I'm glad that you're here with me during this very interesting time in the world and especially autograph collecting, TTM, IP, all that fun stuff. Now, I want to say thank you to everybody who gave me a lot of support on my previous video about what is going on with the coronavirus and how it affected spring training and what my opinions are for the future of this season and this, that, and the other. Really appreciate it. I had a lot of views on that, but I'm not sure where they all came from. So maybe it got shared in some Facebook groups and stuff like that. So if you shared it, thank you. Again, everything I said in there is my opinion and my opinion only. Tonight, actually at 7 o'clock Central on Autographer's Anonymous YouTube channel, we actually talk about this a little bit as well with Zane Savage, Chase from Chase and Ink, and Michael Rhodes. We all kind of talk about how we think it's going to affect, and we kind of go down some different paths than what I covered on my video. So if you're around, we'll be doing a live premiere for that at 7 o'clock Central. That's here on Wednesday. So let's get into some recent returns now. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be giving you some returns that I've had. Some have been from 2019, and some are going to be ones that have come in recently. These today are all, I believe, all 2020s. Yep, these are all from this year. So you have some recent returns for you today, including two from spring training. Now, we all know by now that spring training was all but canceled. And so we're kind of in limbo about what is going to happen with all those TTMs that were sent to spring training. Again, if you're interested about that, check out my previous video where I talk about that. But here are some that actually, two of the few, I think I actually got less than 5 from spring training this year. And I sent out over 100, I believe. And so here are 2 of them, starting with this one. Here it comes. Boom. Okay, first we have Matt Olson. He signed 2 of 2 in 363 days. Now, while this was a spring training 2020 return, I actually sent this on February 20th, 2019, and received it on February 18th, 2020 via the Oakland Athletics. And so here I gave the stadium address just because that's where you would want to send him depending on what happens with the regular season. Now, Matt has played for the A's from 2016 to the present and was a Golden Glove winner in 2018 and 2019. Now, his first MLB game was actually on September 12th of 2016, and he actually played all 162 games for the Oakland Athletics in 2019. And then, all 162 games in 2018. Sorry about that. And then he had surgery on his hand in just last year and came back to play in May of 2019. And so he is reportedly back on the team, as far as I could tell, for 2020, whenever that will happen. So thank you, Mr. Matt Olson, who signed 2 of 2 in 363 days. He actually signed, the throwback Topps card, whatever that's called, and the 2019 Topps. So thank you for that. Next we have a Padres. Stacy Schaefer will like this one. From Austin Hedges. Now, again, this was sent to spring training in 2019. I actually sent this on February 7th, 2019, and received it February 12th, 2020. To the San Diego Padres spring training. Now, he has played for the Padres since 2015, and he was actually drafted in the second round of 2011 and had his first big leagues appearance on May 4th, 2015. His batting average so far is .202 with 46 home runs and 140 RBIs. Mr. Austin Hedges signed this 2017 Topps I believe, no, 2018 tops and 2019 tops. Very cool. Without smudging, which is always nice. Next, we have a NBA return. Now, I did start sending a bunch of these cards out, these 1990 Fleers, and they're coming back pretty well. So this one is from Bill Hanzlik. He signed 2 of 2 in 13 days. Via his home, you can see the address right there. I sent this on March 1st of 2020 and received it on March 14th of 2020. Now, during Bill's career, he played for the Supersonics, the Nuggets, and has coached for the Hornets, as well as the Nuggets and the Hawks, it looks like. Okay. Now, unfortunately, though, one of his claims to fame is he owns the worst full season record for a rookie coach. Ouch, that kind of hurts. During his career, he scored 5,414 points at an average of 7.2 points per game. Bill Handslick. Next, we have Matt Davidson, a spring training return. Now, I did send this to, I believe, the Reds. Yeah, I sent this to the Reds spring training. I sent this on February 2nd, 2020, and received it on March 9th, 2020. Now, he has played for the Diamondbacks and the White Sox from 2016 to the 18th, till the 2018. And he was on my best signers list, so I decided to try him, and true enough, he sent one back. And he's pretty much around in the Reds minor leagues, but he was called up to a major league game on August 11th, 2013 for the Diamondbacks back then, and then he played with the Sounds for 2019. So he, whenever stuff comes back, is currently assigned to the Reds minor leagues. Hope you guys enjoyed that update from some spring training. I try to get some spring training goodness here in this video just because, man, we need some good news, I guess, that's coming out. So hopefully everybody has still been getting some stuff in. I've been taking a look around the forums on different places, and the general consensus is that people are, especially with the coronavirus stuff, starting to tone down their TTM sending. And I think that's probably a good idea. We could talk for hours about how stuff might affect sending to homes, whether people will like people sending more to homes, and how it affects retired players and everything. But I think right now is a perfect time to be organizing your TTM fuel, organizing your connection or collection, doing more videos like I'm doing right now, and just prepping some envelopes. I would not put, so here is, I'm going to go kind of down in the weeds. I didn't expect to do this, but stay with me, okay? There is a danger with writing your letter and getting your whole package done and sealed and ready to mail especially to current players on a stadium. We don't know when the season is going to start up again, especially with Major League Baseball. And if they cancel, I don't think they'll cancel the rest of the season, but there are some news outlets that are saying we're in for 18 months of this stuff. So who knows what's going to happen, but you always risk the possibility of people getting traded or just saying they're going to retire and not finish out the season. And if you do that, you still have your return envelope that has your stamp on it, but unless you're really good at taking stamps off of envelopes, which I know Chase is really good at that. He has some tips on that we were talking about. I think it was a private conversation, but anyway, it's hard for me to get stamps, especially these, the kind that you get from the kiosks, off of the envelopes again. And so you run the risk of writing a letter that when you go to send it out and you do your check, you're like, oh, they're not there anymore. And trying to get that stamp off, or because it looks kind of sketchy if you just put a label with a new address over the old one. I don't like to do that. So I've wasted a lot of envelopes doing that where I just let them sit too long, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? And so, anyway, it happens to me. Hopefully, it doesn't happen to you. That's just, I would not put a stamp on, if you do prep, I would not seal it, I guess, and I would not put the stamp on the send request of the envelope. On the return, you can use those as much as you want, but that's just my tips. I don't know. Your mileage may vary, and you might have a whole other opinion, and that's okay. So thank you so much, everybody. If you're not subscribed, if that subscribe button is not lit up, go ahead and hit subscribe, and make sure that you hit the alarm bell as well. That way you get notified every time I do a video. It's really fun to hit publish and find someone right on your video who goes there. Even the haters, I have haters that are actually subscribed and hit the alarm bell, so they could be the first one to leave a thumbs down on the video. It's kind of weird with people are weird. I don't know. I don't think I've ever done anything to warrant a hater. I try to be pretty open to you, but hey, it's what some people do. So hopefully you'll give this a thumbs up down below, and make sure that you're subscribed, because I really appreciate it. And it's going to be an interesting year for TTMs. That is for sure. So like I'm always fond of saying, may your mailboxes be full and your stamps forever. Bye-bye.